So, killing kids.
Oh. Gee, I thought it was Terrifier, but it's Caitlyn.
It's only me.
It's only Caitlyn, which is arguably still scary, but not as.
This has been the last Yappertiser.
Welcome to the last Yappertiser ever, actually.
Yeah.
I'm back. I thought over being dead, and I'm okay with not. I'm getting some help. I have to leave for therapy halfway through. Riley?
Hi. I'm on the floor today.
Riley?
So are you going to do an intro, or is this kind of just the
This is Riley week.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to do like your bit of like, oh my god, you guys are on the couch.
We did.
Oh.
Move on.
Oh. I thought that was the bit.
Is this all the same person?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean, is it the same
They
person?
look like the same people.
It's not
No, they
actually,
don't.
Riley.
One of them has a nose ring, the other doesn't.
You could have taken it out.
One's got pink hair.
You can take...
It could be a significant time frame between
It
this.
is. That's about 5 years difference.
Yeah.
In and out.
Welcome back to Yappertisers. This is Riley Week. We're continuing Riley Week. And I don't know why they let me, but actually they didn't really get a choice. It just kind of happened.
No, they didn't.
We're now doing the lore of 21 Pilots because they're my favorite band most of the time.
I thought it was Ed Sheeran.
Look, Ed Sheeran.
You should stop being those two old guys from the Muppets and just let him get on with it.
My boys, Tyler and Josh, different men. Caitlyn.
They look the same.
On the left, Tyler Joseph. In the next one, Josh, Tyler, Josh. Again.
So there's 4 in the band.
There's 21 of them, if you want to be pedantic.
Why'd you only put 4 there?
Because I didn't have time on the canvas slide. And these boys have been making music for a very long time now.
How long?
Since 2009, so however long ago that is.
Since 2009.
29 years.
They have sort of garnered a reputation inside of their little community, which I'm not going to say the name of because it's a bit cringe.
Say it.
Say it.
Pussy.
I can't
It's
click.
not pussy.
I can't
Calling him a
click.
pussy.
Oh, the click.
Caitlyn, can you do the thing?
Who are we? The click.
There we go.
The
thanks.
clique? No, the click.
Thanks.
The Mean
yeah,
Girls?
No.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, but it wasn't enough.
If you watch my last Yap, you would know.
It was one before.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, the one before.
I don't watch Skeddycast.
Anyway, they've kind of garnered a reputation of
Looks
having
like they didn't edit that one for very long.
a very interconnected storyline that goes over the course of the last 4, if we're going to be pedantic, 5 albums, but we're just going to focus on 3 today. And it's one big, long, continuous story, so let's fucking go, I guess.
LFG.
Eh?
LFG.
20
LFG.
slides.
Yeah, they're brief. They're
Really?
sort of photos.
You had an opportunity to make 21 slides and you didn't?
Whoops.
I guess
Here
not.
we go.
Okay.
Background information, just so you guys are all up to speed. We've got 3 main players. Tyler Joseph / Clancy. Nicoll, who is an old man in a red fucking garb.
So Palpatine.
Is that my
Yeah,
comp?
Palpatine. Huh?
Don't worry.
And Josh Dunn. We're going to call him Torchbearer. We're going to call him Josh for most of it, because I don't want to say Torchbearer. It's fucking... whatever. He has a torch. That's
TB.
his shit. And then, second bit of background information. Let's get the mouse down here. Here's a map! You're going to have pop quiz at the end. So you've got City of Dima, which is where most of this takes place. You've got Trench, which is where a lot of the second part takes place. And then you've got this little island over here. Call it like Bali or whatever, I don't know. And then you've got a little river in the middle.
Welcome back.
What in the
Welcome
Lord
back
of
to
Rings? What? We're talking about a band.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
This goes deep.
Yep.
So to start off, we'll start with their first ever album that has this storyline.
That's the
Yes.
only song I know.
The album with Ride and Stressed Out on it.
Vessel's better.
It's Blurry Face. Yeah, but Vessel doesn't have anything to do with the album. So, our story starts with the music video for Heavy Dirty Soul, which was released right at the end of the Blurry Face era when all eyes were seemingly on the band after their smash radio hits.
Right.
Not today.
And
Not today.
Not Heathens.
Heathens is on here, and
The Judge.
Oh, stressed.
Stressed Out. There we go.
Me.
So in this video, we are pretty much introduced to all 3 of our main characters. We've got Clancy, who's driving in the car, Josh, who's unrelated, but he's just kind of there, and I didn't get
driving the car. It's
Clancy's in the back seat.
No, that's Tyler right there.
That's
Clancy's
not
in the front seat.
Oh.
Clancy's in the front seat. I just didn't take a screenshot of it because
I
there
was gonna
wasn't any
say,
other
that's a
video.
picture of the back seat.
Whatever. Okay, so for a brief summary, because I don't want to play the entire video, essentially Tyler and Clancy just go around in a lap around this circuit in Ukraine. I think it was in Ukraine, I don't remember. While Josh's drum kit seemingly gets more and more on fire. So the video plays as a constant loop of Tyler being driven around a seemingly infinite loop until he's able to break the cycle and eventually escaping the cart and running away into the woods. These events are obviously going to be referenced later in a song, but we'll get to that later. So there isn't many times in the actual songs where the lyrics and the video kind of match up in terms of what they're saying, because they kind of just do their own thingy. But at least in this case, the lyrics are about Tyler and his mental health struggles. That's kind of what this whole thing is a big allegory for. But it is important to note this is one of the first times, it doesn't show in the photos, where Tyler has the black makeup on his neck and his hands. This is important to keep in mind of which ones he has and which ones he doesn't, but I'll point it out as we go along. Okay,
All right.
that's kind of the end of it. He kind of escapes, he runs away, and now we're done. Now we're in Trench. Second album.
Welcome
Cody's
back.
favorite.
When is the
No, it's
Lord of the
not.
Rings map coming into play? I'm very interested in that bit.
This one.
Okay.
This isn't my favorite.
Is it not your favorite?
Vessel is.
You did just say that. I don't know why.
Did
I
he
assumed
die?
it
Are they
was.
having a funeral?
Yeah. So, in my opinion, Trench is where the band really found their stride in both their storytelling and their sound. Trench is my favorite album. And we got 3 main videos that kind of flesh out the story, starting with Jumpsuit, which is the first single after they seemingly went MIA for about 4 years, kind of went radio silent like Cody tends to do every week.
Torchbearer.
Okay, so this is where kind of the big map takes place. So if you don't remember, this carpet's not great. So, Trench.
Welcome
Why
back.
is it not? Now we're in here. Now we're in this little area.
Where
We'll
was
come
he?
back
So
to here in a
was the car that he was in?
It's about here.
in Dima? No.
It's on the outskirts.
They were just kind of driving around.
It was kind of
outside.
driving around. It was the M1.
Oh, okay.
It was the M1. So the video and the new era essentially starts exactly where the last one left off, with Tyler waking up in the titular trench, which is a long stretching region outside the city walls of Dima. And this is where the banditos, the guys in yellow, hide out, usually. They're kind of hanging around. As mentioned, this is the first time we meet the banditos as they appear on the ridges. I don't think I actually got a photo of. No, they're on the top left one.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, they're kind of hanging out. And
It's
it
actually
is.
a really good show.
Thank you. I screen grabbed it because Google didn't have any screenshots of any of these fucking videos. Notice how Tyler no longer has the makeup on his arms and his neck.
I couldn't see it in the last one, but I'll
He
take
washed.
your word for
He
it.
had a shower in between videos, which is essentially the start of this cat and mouse game, which is all a big allegory for his depression. Woohoo! He's escaped the clutches of Dima and the bishops and is finally safe, is what it's essentially getting at. So the video essentially is one long cat and mouse game of Nico, the guy who then catches him at the end, chasing Tyler down on horseback. It's a very funny video watching Tyler Joseph run away from a horse.
You had a car.
The car blew up and the end of
Oh,
Cody
yeah, the car
so he had,
did
to,
blow
he
up.
had to escape
That
the
is-
car.
That is right.
So Nico chases him down, eventually catches him because he is on a horse, and reapplies the black makeup around his neck, once again having him under control. But
that was the last car in Dima. That
They
was
didn't have
the
any more.
last car.
Toyota stopped
They
manufacturing.
only
around
had
that
one
time.
car and it blew up. So they're like, fuck, I guess we got to use horses now.
Yeah, we
So
got
what,
it.
like Ford in Australia.
Yeah, exactly,
Ah.
exactly. So as he is escorting him back, hence the the funeral kind of image, he reapplies the black makeup around his neck, once again having him under control. As he is escorting him back to Dima, he notices the banditos raining down yellow flowers, a symbol of kind of safety and prosperity, which is a big thing over this whole album. So as he is showered in the yellow petals, he's kind of awoken from the trance and just kind of runs off.
Right on. Get out of there.
There's a lot of cardio in these.
Yeah, he runs off, but gets captured again because
Climbs
he
an entire
can't.
tower.
We'll get to the tower.
I'm sorry.
We'll get to the tower.
The 2 towers.
The one tower.
Damn.
Yeah, the second one,
Tower of
got hit.
Sauron.
Yeah, yes. Essentially. Actually, you're actually not far off. You're-
Please edit. the
you're really
Lord
not
of the
far
Rings
off.
soundtrack.
I love Harry Potter.
But obviously, as he is not on a horse, he gets caught and then gets sent back to Dima, which is where
Classic mistake.
Classic mistake. It's not
Don't
very
be on the
good.
horse.
You should have gotten the horse. As Nico was off, he should have stolen the horse.
Daryl Braithwaite?
Classic mistake.
Is that his name? Daryl Braithwaite?
Who?
That's horses, yeah.
Yeah.
That's we'll go riding with the horses. Yeah. Anyway,
Now we're on to Nico and the Niners.
I don't get it.
This is the first introduction of our city of Dima, hence the big, 9 towers in the middle.
so hang on. He's gone from the outskirts into
And he's
the
been
other
captured
side.
back.
Yeah, you got took.
He's now back.
You got taken back.
He got tooked back. And this is kind of our example of this kind of just being one long circle. The next video is Nico and the Niners, which I've personally always been really fond
Oh
of.
wait, this is the old guy, right? Palpatine?
That's
Yeah.
Palpatine, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him and his boys. That's him and his boys doing a funky jig.
Palpatine and the boys.
So Palpatine and Gandalf and Dumbledore.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and Gollum's there too. I've always been really fond of this video because it's kind of our first proper look at the city that they always talk about. Because they always go on about this whole Dima thing, but they don't really show it all that much, whereas in this video you kind of get to see the whole thing. And it's also the first video where we see the bishops practicing their religion, which they call vialism. Come back into it later.
Demon
which
needs
is
to get some
essentially...
better architecture.
I know, it just looks like...
CGI.
This is what, pipes?
I think it's just toilet rolls, actually. Which is essentially a ritualistic process of controlling all the residents inside of the city and breaking
Cute.
their spirits into not leaving. But not Clancy. Throughout the first half of the video, we see packing up his room and attempting to escape once again until he meets up with the banditos. Hence why, in the bottom, the first part of the video is kind of boring to watch.
Wait,
so I didn't
who's
screenshot it.
Clancy again?
Tyler, the one with the microphone.
Okay.
The one with the microphone.
I thought his name was Tyler.
You can do whatever you want. You can call him Tyler if you want. You can call him Clancy.
I used to have a horse called Clancy.
Which is when he meets up with the banditos, the group of rebels, or should I say it with me, Caitlyn, radio rebels. There you go. There's your Debbie Ryan comment. While I was putting together this script, Caitlyn was over my shoulder going, "Can you put in Debbie Ryan, please?"
The only thing I know about 21 Pilots is that one of them's married to Debbie Ryan.
Yeah. So this is the first formal
Which
introduction. Josh.
Oh, okay.
The singer?
He's
No, the drummer.
The
Oh, the drummer.
cool one.
Yeah, the one who's
I don't
always
know who's
who
who.
always gets fornicated over. Which is the group of rebels that we met in the last one. So the Banditos are a group led by a character we will call the Torchbearer. That's Josh, the guy who's married to Debbie Ryan, as he's frequently seen being a guiding light for Clancy and holding his titular torch. This is the first time Clancy adorns the yellow taped jacket and joins the Banditos as an escape effort to get out of Dima, and that's where we leave off for the video of them doing their little performance.
Didn't he have it in the Nico and didn't he have it in the... Go back a slide. He's got the yellow jacket there.
Aren't I a bit of a silly? No, this is the first time he gets the camo one.
Gotcha.
The camo one. This is a different one.
Looks exactly
But as he is leaving, Tyler leaves the jacket behind, alerting the bishops of the Banditos' existence, which up until this point had seemingly been unknown, presumably. It's not something they kind of mentioned. I just kind of made a logical leap.
What? Someone can wear anything but red?
I know! Bit cringe, innit?
No!
So,
Continue.
as of now, these two boys, they're together, they've escaped. These fellas are on their tail.
They do
Again.
a cool handshake.
They do a cool handshake. That's where that screenshot's from.
Yeah.
Last video. We got Levitate. This one is a very, very simple video to explain
Dua
because not much
Lipa?
kind of happens. Yeah, it's Dua Lipa's song. So Levitate is the last video in this series for Trench. It's a pretty simple one. For the most part of the video, it's just an indoctrination of Clancy into the Banditos. They shave his head as a fresh start, adorn him with a fresh yellow electrical taped jacket as he is officially now a Bandito. The video and the entire Trench era leaves on a cliffhanger as all is looking hopeful around a peaceful campfire evening until Clancy is unknowingly ambushed and kidnapped by the bishops. How did the old guy sneak up on him? Just kind of did.
On horse.
Yeah, the horse, obviously. And unwillingly taken back to Dima, once again repeating this cycle of escape, capture, almost a cyclical nature, just like the repeating events of the Heavy Dirty Soul music video. If we're also covering all our bases, technically, there's a video for Chlorine that's after this, which is our introduction to a little guy named Ned, who's a little gremlin guy, but he comes later, so I don't really feel it necessary. Fun fact, the video was shot in Sydney. Not this one, the other one.
So yeah, did they just go to Sydney and then go back
They
to
rolled around a big
Trench?
pool tank,
Yeah.
and then Tyler did nothing, because Josh does all the work in their little
Oh,
romantic relationship. Josh wears the pants. Let's just be real here. Anyway, next era. This is Scaled and Icy. This is the kind of flop era that a lot of people say, but a true fan actually likes this album because they're not idiots. Oh, let's go back to that one actually. Actually, no, we'll stay on this one. So now we enter the era of Scaled and Icy and the music video for Shy Away, which
why's he
was
got
kind of-
pom-poms on his head? The bottom right.
Yeah, he kind of has. He's got my hair in the top right when it was longer.
When it was really long.
Yeah, and then we had the same hair at the same time. It's kind of why I kept it.
I like how Tyler got taken back to Dima and Josh was just like, all right.
Fine. Yes, I'll follow. Which yeah, we can see Clancy and the Torchbearer are reunited and seemingly okay. They're not kind of having a whinge about it. They're kind of doing fine. But how can that be the case, you may ask? It's because they're now under the control of Dima, obviously, and uses an almost zealot and entertainer to keep them under their control, hence the almost otherworldly visuals in the music video. In a real-world situation, there's filmed on the same background as Mandalorian, so they could do whatever they want, but lore-wise, that's kind of where it is. I'd also like to take a moment to say this album rules, and a lot of fans have issue with this album sounding too happy, going to the extremes of outright dubbing it propaganda and saying Tyler should go back to writing music when he's depressed, because that's a bit fucked. So to them, I'd like to
That is
say,
a bit fucked.
I'd like to say, fuck off. This album's great, and you guys just don't get it because it was released during the COVID
Dude, your mom will
outbreaks.
tell you
It
to
was
stop.
kind of a little,
I
it was kind of a little moment of brevity of brief escapism. So yeah, fuck off. Anyway, next big thing that happened that Cody and I went to was live stream.
This was a good stream.
Are they
It was.
singing Let It Go in the top right?
Yes.
No, they're singing Shy Away again.
But
But yes.
The Let It Go mountains.
That's also the start of Josh Dunn's shirtless era in that little fur mink that he
Is that
really
Woody
likes.
Harrelson?
Yeah, it is. It is Woody
Where?
Harrelson. It's not. He's saying that the guy at the
Oh.
bottom left kind of looks like Woody Harrelson, which I kind of get
Woody Harrelson.
it.
From Hunger
So
Games.
the
This was
next
impressive.
big event in this impressive. Sorry, you said the word. I had to kind of do it. So yeah, the next big event was the live stream experience, which happened at the exact same day as the album dropping in America. And this is where we see kind of the true nature of the Bishops using these characters as entertainers. And as the live stream goes on, because it goes on for an hour and a half, it goes for a while, you start to see kind of cracks and slip-ups, especially with our hosts, Dan and Sally, who appear more fucked up and have the yellow eyes and appear kind of more sickly as they go off.
Oh, so they're just going through liver failure.
Yeah, essentially. Essentially just liver failure. And yeah, this is going to be one of many times you'll see those yellow eyes. Except it's not really, because this is kind of 2/3 of the way through. But the yellow eyes essentially is a symbol of being controlled by the Bishops, and they use it as stuff, whatever. Next thing, final video for now, is Saturday. The video that a lot of people kind of hate, but I think it's kind of cool because they got to do a bunch of underwater stunts. I don't know, filmmaking brain goes, ooh! This one's a pretty simple explanation. It's
James
essentially...
Cameron?
Yeah, the Ocean Gate guy. Clancy and the Torchbearer are essentially just being paraded around constantly and showed off almost as a mockery of their former selves, as they're constantly being used as entertainers until something goes wrong on their latest submarine concert. Sounds like the fucking Ocean Gate thing already.
Oh my god.
It gets attacked by Trash the Dragon, who is the dragon on the album cover. His name's Trash. Where'd that name come from? I actually don't remember.
Dragons exist in this world.
Yeah, that's him there. That's him in the top right.
And they're driving around.
This
in a
truly
car.
is like a Lord of the Rings thing going on.
Yeah, it goes fucking mental with it. It starts off as just haha funny car, now there's a dragon. Don't worry, the dragon doesn't stay around for long.
Sorry, the Lorax is gonna go.
Bye.
But he's now gone. He got taken over by the Bishops and he's been taken to Demo and he's dead.
Oh god.
To me, at least.
I'm still so fucking confused.
Don't worry, if you think this is confusing, it's only going to get worse.
I only know the Suicide Squad song.
Which has nothing to do with any of
I
this.
know, I'm like,
It's the only one that has
happening?
nothing to do with it. So the video ends as Clancy and the Torchbearer are once again escaping the clutches of Dema thanks to the dragon. Hence why they kind of swim to a shore. That's the gist
Is that
of
meant
this
to be
video.
underwater or?
That is underwater. They
No,
are
the-
underwater.
Top one.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's just kind of got a weird filter on it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of dark. Because he dies. This is him dead. Whoops.
Oh.
Yeah, he dies. Anyway, now we've got the outside. They're the little Neds. They're the little
Oh,
guys.
so me.
Yeah, that's me. Cody's the other one. That's you. So the last video of the album cycle is the outside, and it's kind of the big lore one. This has all of the lore dumps, and it goes for way longer than the actual song does. And it's a crucial turning point in the storyline. It starts revealing that Keon's, one of the bishops, they have names by the way, like one of them guys, one of them, actually betrayed them and was controlling Trash and getting them to escape the whole time. Hence the yellow eyes. He is rightfully struck down for his transgressions, in my opinion. Sucks to suck, I guess. Maybe he shouldn't have gotten caught. The yellow light fades from Trash's eyes and seemingly is no more. It's kind of the last time we see him, and he just kind of fucks off. I don't know. Just bring a dragon in for 2 videos and then go away. So, we then go back to our main gang. Clancy and the Torchbearer wash up on the island of Voldsoy. That's the little, like, Bali island on the side of the coast of Trench that's connected via the Paladin Strait, whatever, back to the mainland. The big mission of the video is just Torchbearer leading Clancy to the pack of Neds. I'm just going to call them Neds. I don't think they have an actual name. If they do, I couldn't find it. So it's just them walking around for 6 minutes until they find the little cave with the Neds in it. God, I don't like sitting cross like this. It's really uncomfortable. But after finding the group of Neds, Clancy is led onto the beach and given a pair of antlers, notably the same antlers that Keon's was using to control Trash the Dragon. Hence why he now has them on his little thing. It's also on my tattoo on my arm, but I can't. I have too many layers on. I'm not taking my shirt off. So Clancy finally pieces together that the antlers is what they were using to control the citizens of Dima, and in an act of rebellion, he seizes control of Keon's lifeless body and uses him to start tearing down Dima from the inside, starting a fire inside of the main tower. That's what he's doing there. He's kind of mind controlling. Hence why the yellow eyes are back.
Oh.
The video and the album ends with Clancy and the Torchbearer on the coast of Voldsoy lifting up their torches to reveal a group of banditos on the other side of the Paladin Strait, guiding them back home. Questions? Because we're nearly there.
I'm still so confused. Keep going.
Love that. Alright. Final album, Clancy. The continuation of this story starts with the lead single of Clancy, formerly titled Overcompensate, which is this one here. Hence why I have this outfit on. Just not the docks, because I don't want to put my shoes on. My feeties are cold. I like my Ugg boots. So this is the era of the story where Clancy really uses what the bishops used to control the citizens back at them in retaliation. The video and the new era starts with the heavy drum beats of the song almost representing the energy that Clancy as a character is bringing to his fight back with the bishops. Something to note, this is also the first time we see Tyler wearing the makeup again, and red, since Blurryface era, but this time he isn't being controlled by it. He's using it as a symbol of rebellion. This is also the first of 2 songs that lyrically speak towards the song. Most notably, the line, "Where I'm from, I was born right here, just now, originated right in front of your eyes. If you can't see, I'm Clancy, prodigal son, done running, coming with Josh Dunn, guy on the drums, once dead or alive." We see Clancy preaching this to a school gymnasium. Don't ask how he got there. Don't want to know. Full of people, and later on, a classroom teaching them the way to fight back against the bishop, essentially forming a rebellion of his own from within the walls of Dima itself, recruiting as many people who are willing to listen to him. The video ends with Clancy falling over and the mask being pulled off, revealing someone totally different from Clancy. This whole time, he was actually outside the walls, just having washed up on the shore, using the antlers to control the person on the inside who are forming the rebellion. Hence why there's just a little kid kind of there. It was a big kind of what the fuck moment when it kind of happens. This is all for a band, by the way.
I don't know what's happening.
Good. This is just, it's everything. Tell me it's not just really overly complex for no real reason.
Like, I get Taylor Swift, like, there's so much lore.
But this is
But she
so much
makes
more.
it so it's subtle. But this is like world building.
Yeah.
This is just confusion.
Do you want to know the worst part? This is not even like, this is all of it, but it doesn't even play into like most of the other songs. It's just kind of a few of them.
Just there.
Yeah, it just kind of happens.
Oh.
So the Clancy, the final album, is like the lore album.
Damn, what did Debbie Ryan do to him?
Nothing. He's on the drums. He's hanging out.
But doesn't he wear the pants?
He does wear the pants, but not in the storyline. In real
Mm.
life, they do, because Josh is very much the power of the couple. Anyway, the final shot is Clancy and Torchbearer arriving back on the mainland, ready to enact war. Essentially, you think your Lord of the Rings comment was kind of offhanded? You're actually pretty spot on with what's about to happen.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Spoilers. Okay, so next video, final two, is navigating.
He's actually carrying a torch.
I know.
What is this?
He's carrying his torch. All right, so now we're on to navigating. The video is pretty much an exact replica of the outside video of them just kind of walking around. In a sense, we're essentially just following Clancy and the Torchbearer with the Banditos going back to the base where they can recoup and then get ready for the final battle. The big reveal of this video is that the Torchbearer has been with Clancy this entire time. So, not him. The one on the drums. Josh. Him. That one there. So that Torchbearer is not real. He's just been an illusion this entire time.
Damn.
It's such a big thing, because very short tangent. There was this big fan fiction that went around for a very long time
That
called
they were gay
Forest
for each
Fic.
other?
Yeah, and that Josh wasn't real the entire time. And it's like this big joke in the 21 Plus community. So to have that be Josh not being real, it's kind of really funny. So yeah, Torchbearer with Tyler there, not real. That's the real one.
Do you think that if people wrote those fanfics and then they were right about him not being real, they were like, oh my god, they read my story?
Yes, because Twitter blew up that day.
Yeah.
Because of this. Yeah, so the entire time he's not real and it's just a projection made up by Clancy is almost a guiding light. Someone he can rely on when times get tough.
Jesus.
Right? So the real Torchbearer and Clancy reunite as he gives Clancy his signature mask. Back now together at last, they're ready to take the fight to Dima. Alright, last video, nearly there. Paladin Straight. Tonally, very different from the previous songs on the album. It's a soft and melancholic in sound, almost a harsh difference from the very punchy and hard-hitting sound of the previous two songs.
Palpatine.
Thankfully, it's pretty easy to follow. The video acts almost like an Avengers Endgame level final battle, where we see Clancy and the Banditos now joined by the Rebels, going full offense mode against the citizens of Dima, essentially, and the bishops. Despite the bishops raising a group of undead citizens, it is ultimately a useless effort as Clancy sneaks past whilst all the commotion is happening and climbs the central tower.
Teehee.
Yeah, so they kind of spend the first bit of the video.
Palpatine?
Huh?
Palpatine in the bottom.
Yeah, them guys.
And
So-
then
Whilst these guys are preparing to fight,
they're
they're
working out
raising-
where to pick up the Infinity Stones.
yeah, exactly. They're raising an entire group of the undead. fight
Thanos
them.
has come forward in time.
Yeah, essentially. Hence why we get this kind of hard as hell shot of them walking. I think.
And the
hard.
portal's open.
Yeah, and then Josh comes out, and it's actually 4 Joshes. No, not really. So yeah, he climbs an entire tower up the side of it, which I think is kind of really funny because the CGI is a bit, but you know.
It's a band. What are you expecting with CGI?
Hey, this video cost them a lot of money.
We saw the toilet rolls.
Now they actually have detail. I would like to note the final look that Torchbearer, aka Josh, gives Clancy as he climbs up. It gave me literal goosebumps seeing it for the first time. I just got goosebumps then. Because it's such a cool, I don't know, it's a cool shot. And
Is this like a reverse?
it's his
Swiftie
loving
moment?
embrace. Huh?
Are you like a Swiftie for 21 Pilots? Like,
What
you're
do you-
that hardcore?
Have you not gathered that already?
No,
I thought-
I have, but like,
For the
this
viewers.
is like nuts.
Yeah, and this is the summary version. There's like diary entries. There's ARGs they did, like augmented reality games. There's a Christmas single that kind of plays into this whole thing. Yeah.
Ho ho ho! We're gonna start a revolution.
Essentially. There's also a song they did in Lockdown, which doesn't have anything to do with it, but it has Debbie Ryan in it. So I
Let's go.
kind of wanted to put it on there, but it doesn't have anything to do with it. But yeah, this is like the Cliff Notes version. There's like entire fucking books of this shit. You can get like the Clancy Journal version of the album, which has all of the notes and whatnot from this album, the previous one, and the one before it. There's also like 2 Twitter accounts that kind of post cryptic shit all the time, which are just it's a lot even for me. So I just
Sorry for yawning, everyone, and Riley. I worked like nearly 38 hours this week. I'm dead.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. So the video and our story ends as the Banditos and the Rebels are fighting the Horde of the Undead while Clancy uses the Antlers to take down the Bishops until he is ambushed right at the last minute by Nico, once again grasping him by the neck and claiming, "So few, so proud, so emotional." And with that, the final interaction for the story ends for now. That's kind of where we leave
For
off.
now? Dude, that man's dead. Or he's entrapped and gotten back into Dima and being...
Oh my god, again. And it's just gonna... look, Tyler and Josh said that this album was kind of the last one for the story, and then it's gonna go on from now. And in their concerts for this kind of era, there's a lot of imagery with both of them kind of...
Dying?
No, showing that they're still alive when they're fighting, essentially. It's like, for when they play Navigating, they have a big, like, on fire Dima on the stage, like that, the cylinders thing. They have that. It's like Chapel Roan's thing from the VMAs. It's like that, but 2 months before she...
No, she just set the house on fire.
Yeah, they set an entire city on fire. So not to say that who's the better arsonist, but I'd say that they win.
Chapel Roan, she did that with a fucking, like, crossbow.
Well, she also did get cancelled the other day, so...
Okay.
Thoughts?
She's just a new artist. I'm still fucking confused. Why the Lord of the Rings map? I'm stuck on that. Why the Lord of the Rings map for a band?
Why this? Why this amount? That
Why
comes
do we
from
have a map?
that comes from one of the journal articles
Oh,
in it. So that's Trench, it's Dima, and that's a little island.
looks like
that they find
vagina, really.
the Neds at. Anything you want clarified?
No.
Anything you want more context on?
Why?
I can't answer that one, champ. I don't know that. I don't know why.
Oh.
It's all just been one very long story that's gone for seemingly too long.
And you've committed this far.
Yeah.
You've committed this far.
Yeah. Essentially. So I've been following them since like Blurryface. So
since Stressed Out.
I was one of those people who heard Stressed Out and Ride, and I was like, oh my god, I like this.
Yo.
Keep going.
No.
Why not? It's a
We'll
good
get
song.
copyright.
Because you were singing it that well that they would
Yeah.
have struck it. No,
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah, no, I was very much in like the Stressed Out Ride heathens group of people who were like, oh my god, I like these people.
I'm so emo.
Yeah, essentially. And not to sound cringe, but I got it. I got it. They knew me. They understood.
This is the very last Yappertisers. I will say it.
That I'm doing?
Yes.
Yes, because I hated doing this. This sucks. I hate presenting.
Did it feel unnatural?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't know how you do it. Props to you for doing it, in fairness.
I sat there for nearly, an hour and a half, 2 hours doing Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Hour and...
Nearly
40.
an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Hour 40.
Hour 40, yeah.
Jesus. No wonder I couldn't feel my toes.
I don't know how Mom Talk was...
One.
I don't know how Mom Talk was going to survive that one, in fairness.
Don't put a counter.
Anyway, you got anything else to say, or am I able to go have a shower now?
Yeah, go have a shower.
Bye!
Bye! I want more Debbie Ryan content.